Hi Pisces, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of October. Such a different tone in this month as opposed to last month. In September, all of the outer planets were retrograde, and at the end of the month, Mercury stationed retrograde at 25 degrees, the cardinal air sign of Libra. And Libra is a relationship sign and a sign that centers around partnering and justice. And for all of us, when planets are retrograde, it can feel held back and it's very reflective. And in September, a lot of planets are retrograde. This month of October, 4 planets stationed direct, which is really helpful for moving ahead in our goals and getting things done. So as we begin October, the Sun, Mars, and Mercury are all transiting in Libra in your house of intimacy, joint resources, money, debt, and taxes. And Mercury will be retrograde until October 18th, giving you an opportunity to reassess how you can heal, how you can improve your finances and your assets, and also it also gives you an opportunity to empower yourself. And Mercury will be here until November 6th. And again, 4 planets are stationing direct, so let's get to it. On October 1st, Neptune, which is the planet of dreams and spirituality and the ruler of your sign, forms what's known as a quintile to the north node of destiny. And this could bring fated opportunities with family or real estate or just special events. But there is combative energy that day, so just be aware. At 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Mars, which is the planet of aggression and anger, opposes Chiron, the wounded healer. And this could bring challenges with your finances or assets. Maybe you're dealing with splitting assets with somebody. And Pluto squares Mercury at 10:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that could bring arguments and challenges. So just recognizing that's not the easiest energy. So just kind of, it's good for doing healing work, for you doing a detox, purging, doing a cleanse, but people will be ornery with that energy. On October 2nd, there's much more harmonious energy. Venus, which is transiting in Scorpio, forms a beautiful sextile to Pluto, the planet of transformation. And this occurs at 3:48 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Good for manifesting what you wish for, good for feeling empowered and purging what no longer serves you too. And then on October 3rd, the Sun opposes Chiron and brings more light to issues you need to deal with, whether they're painful or not. You want to face them. On October 6th, there is a new moon that takes place at 7:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 13 degrees and 25 minutes of the cardinal air sign of Libra. This new moon falls in your house of healing and money and joint resources. Do the law of abundance, set intentions, manifest. A new moon is always a new beginning. However, on that date, Pluto, which is the planet of death and rebirth, stations direct at 2:29 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 24 degrees and 19 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And we feel that 5 days before and 5 days after. And Pluto's transiting in your house of friends and groups and community. We could hear of major endings at that time. Definitely can be some intensity in the cosmos, but set intentions, do healing work, and focus on your finances. It's a big focus as well. And on October 7th, Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty, as well as money and creativity, enters the mutable fire sign of Sagittarius at 7:21 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it will be there until November 5th, in your house of career, bringing a lot of creativity, good for partnering with others, good for sales, good energy. And much more lighthearted than when in Scorpio, even though Scorpio is a very compatible sign with your own. On October 8th, the Sun and Mars meet up at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Good for you for doing healing work, really diving in and facing it to feel the anger or the pain in order to heal. On October 9th, the Sun and Mercury meet up at 12:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Good for getting organized with your finances. But later that day at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Mars and Mercury meet up, which could be combative energy. So get work done, but lay low. On October 10th, big news, Saturn stations direct at 10:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 6 degrees and 56 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. We feel that 5 days before and 5 days after. It can emphasize the restrictions each of us is experiencing, but it also enables us to move ahead with our goals. Saturn is transiting in your house of endings, spirituality, creativity, and dreams until March 7th of 2023, figuring out what you want to retire in your life and what dream you want to structure. Jupiter is also there until the end of the year, and it rules that sector of the chart, and that is helpful for manifesting your dreams. So Saturn's direct, Pluto's direct. We're getting ahead. We're getting movement. Then on October 13th, Venus forms a sextile to Saturn at 3:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that could be good for professional opportunities for you. And then on October 15th, there's really positive energy at 7:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The Sun forms a beautiful trine to Jupiter, the luckiest planet. And this is helpful energy for healing in a very optimistic way and doing manifesting work. And it could bring financial opportunities for you. On October 16th, there's very romantic and loving energy. Venus forms a beautiful trine to Chiron at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that heals the pain around loss and love. And then later in the day at 9:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Venus is in harmony with Mercury. And that is romantic and loving, great for dates, great for having fun, great for creativity of all forms. On October 20th, there is a full moon that takes place at 10:57 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And this new moon occurs at 27 degrees and 26 minutes of the cardinal fire sign of Aries. And for you, it's occurring in your house of money, income, possessions, and what you value. This full moon defaults back to last fall when Mars retrograded at 28 degrees of Aries, the second to last degree of the zodiac and of, not of the zodiac, but of Aries, of sign. And then it stationed direct at 15 degrees of Aries. Mars was in Aries for 6 months last year in your house of income, value, and how you earn money. Maybe that brings you to another place of what you've been working on since 2020. Maybe it brings completion to projects you've been working on financially. It's a fiery moon. It's ruled by Mars. People could be a bit, fired up, but it also could bring fruition to your work. On October 21st, Mars squares Pluto at 9:20 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and on October 22nd at 12:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that is definitely of energy, but good for purging and eliminating what you no longer need. And then on October 23rd, the Sun enters Scorpio at 12:51 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and will be there until November 21st in your house of hope and manifesting and belief systems. And it's really good for you for promoting yourself if you have your own business, learning, teaching, being creative, and hopeful. And it's a compatible water sign. And then on October 26th, Venus squares Neptune at 9:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that could bring deception in professional matters for you. So just being aware of that. On October 28th, Venus and Jupiter form a very harmonious aspect at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that's lovely energy and really good for you for financial and professional endeavors. And then on October 30th, the Sun squares Saturn. That could feel restrictive. There can be delays and challenges. But on October 31st, Mercury forms a beautiful trine to Jupiter at 9:18 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and on November 1st at 12:18 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that is good for having fun and socializing and manifesting and feeling optimistic. Great news, 4 planets are direct, moving us ahead. Jupiter is in Aquarius until December 29th, and then it comes to your sign where it will be on and off in 2022. I had to remind myself of the year. And that will bring you all sorts of great new opportunities. And it rules your sign in ancient astrology. So good luck, Pisces, and take care.